Black Lion Podcast. I'm your host, Lex, and it's my co-host, Dom. And today we have two special guests with us today.
Special guests, can y'all introduce yourself one at a time, please?
Hi, one. London.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm London Rose from the Single Parent Club.
Hi, I'm Aquila. I'm also part of the Single Parent Club. What's up? Yeah, and I'm also part of the daycare teachers. Woo, woo. We don't get enough credit.
Okay. So, London, you wanted to give us an update on what's going on with your business?
Oh, yeah, we just got a great, we got two new partnerships. We got a partnership with the Lions Club here in Salisbury. And then we also have a partnership with the Phoenix Youth Project here in Salisbury. It's one of the newer youth organizations on the Eastern Shore.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
so I just want to ask you questions about, since you're working during COVID or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How is it going?
It's. Mm-hmm.
You answer that question first.
It's going good, honestly. So far, no cases in my daycare. We've had a few parents, keep their kid out just because of the fact that one of the parents had to get tested, but it ended up being negative, so that's a blessing.
Yes.
But so far, we're doing okay. We're getting it through. Not getting paid hazard pay, but it's okay.
Great. So I don't know if Dom told y'all the topic that we're going to talk about today. Did he tell you?
The question is for both of y'all. She about to ask.
Okay.
Great. So, what are the do's and don'ts when entering a relationship for the first time after, having a child?
One of my biggest do's is I'm not letting nobody meet my child. That's the first biggest. I've been talking to someone for a couple of months now, and he still ain't met my child, and he probably won't meet my child until about a year, if we make it a year. But even then, that's my biggest don't. No pressuring.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, guys. I have a house full of kids and I'm trying to keep them quiet. That's what single moms do. That's what we do. You know what I mean? We got a house full of children and we just trying to keep it real and trying to promote our businesses. So, but to answer your question, I would have to say, like, the big number one is I agree with Aquila. And then number two, I would have to say is just really make sure you're in a space that you can do that. Adding a relationship takes balance. You have to have a mental and a spiritual balance going on about yourself before you add someone into that. And I've done that before. I've met someone was head over heels and I was like, oh, this is gonna work. And I was like, and this is after my kids. And I really got my heart broken, and you can break your kid's heart the same way. And, you have to be careful who you let in your children's life. So I agree with Aquila, but also be ready for that. Be ready for that. Everyone gets lonely, but be prepared for that type of responsibility.
Great.
I couldn't agree more.
Thanks, girl.
So when introducing like yourself to the person, like, you're getting to know that person, are you upfront about your baggage? Like, if you're having like trouble with your baby father or something like that, like, are you upfront with that, or should it be saved for a later date?
Well, that's where I say, number two is very important, because before you even get into a relationship, you don't want to be that girl with baggage. You don't want to be that mom with baggage. You don't want to come up front and be like, hey, here's all my problems. Come fix us. You want to actually stand on your 2 feet and say, you know what? I'm a grown woman. And yeah, I got problems, but I'm fixing my own problems. And if you want to help me fix those problems, then come on. But you're not going to get in the way of me fixing them. And that's the big key.
That's great.
I was actually like, I'm very open when it comes to what's going on, and it's not because I want anybody to fix them. I just need somebody to vent to. If that's, I feel as though if we are there for each other, I should be able to vent to you, not come to ask you for anything, but just be there to listen when I'm going through something, going through stress, because I'm also there for that, for a friend if they're going through something. So I don't feel as though it's more so asking them to fix it, but I do like to make sure that you can be a safe haven for me, because then if you want to throw that, it's also about like, if you get to see a person's personality when you're going through something, because if they turn around and throw it in your face, then whoa, okay, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
So you get to see a lot, but I don't feel as though I go to a person to fix the problems, because I never asked for advice. It's just, I just need somebody to vent to. So I'm honest about
No, I
that,
didn't mean
because
it
this is my
that way.
situation.
I didn't mean it in that way. I want to stop you because I didn't mean it in a fix it way. We were talking about first impressions, and I don't want my first impression to be an impression that I need any specific help, in that way. If it does come across that a problem arises, yeah, my man is supposed to help me fix that problem. I actually am supposed to go to him first. I'm not supposed to call a friend. I'm not supposed to, talk to my homies. I'm supposed to call my man, and he's supposed to help me through that. But when I first meet a man, I want to be mentally stable and spiritually, I guess you could say, in tune with everything I got going on in my life. Like, for instance, I don't have any problems with my baby dad and, well, my children's father. And I encourage other mothers not to have that issue if they can prevent it, because it gets in the way of dating. That's a problem that you don't have to have.
Right. I agree.
I
So,
completely agree as well. Shit, I don't argue with my baby father. That's just something we're not going to
Yes, girl, you can't do that.
do.
No, no,
I
thank
completely agree with
you.
that. I'm not
Yes,
arguing
no,
with
thank
you.
you. And then that causes so much problem in your new relationship. You have to lay down with your new man. You have to be like, oh my gosh, my baby dad got on my nerves today. And he's just like there already. He's already there with you. So take that for what it's worth and appreciate him, for making the effort.
so the reason I asked the question is because, like, but usually, like, when I meet someone, they'll ask me, like, you got a man. And this one guy, I don't know, he's crazy or something. So he asked me, he asked me that I have a man, and then he asked me, oh, I told him I have, like, I'm single, whatever. He's like, oh, you got a daughter? Yeah. Is the father in her life? Is the father there? And I'm just like, first of all, I feel like that was too much to give you. Like, I just met you, so I don't want to be telling you all my business. But I'm like, if it was a guy that, like, I liked or something like that, and I knew, I'd probably feel more comfortable telling him, like, my situation.
Well,
But
there's things that you could do. I'm sorry, Aquila. Go ahead. No, 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 no. Come back. Come back.
no.
Because, girl, I will talk away. Lexi will know. She should look. Lex will tell you I will go away and just go. So,
See,
no, you go ahead.
my thing with that is, I feel as though that's red flags. Why does it matter if he's in her life or not? Why? You're not her father, so what's the purpose? Even if we decide to get married or whatever, like I just explained to one of my friends, I'm not pushing no man on my child. If he later on in life grows up with a man I married, and he decides he wants to look at that man as his father figure, that's their relationship. I'm not pushing it. I'm not going to force my child to talk to you. I'm not going to force my child to like you. That's between you and my child. And if he doesn't, then guess what? If he's not comfortable, I'm not comfortable. Oh, well. But I'm not going to force him to look at anybody as his father. He has a dad. He might not be a great dad, but he has a father. So therefore, no, if it doesn't, that question should not be, what does it matter if he is or isn't in the picture? Either you're here to love me or you're not. And a lot of men use kids as pawns, as they say, baby moms use their child as pawns towards the baby dad. A lot of men will use a child as a pawn to get to closer to the baby mom, and it's not cool.
Well, both statements is true.
Okay, so what I will say is that I think that it's very important for all adults to take responsibility when we're taking the action of dating. Because one of the biggest things, we try to separate our relationship and our children, and that is hard to do because they are part of you. There's really no separation. So when the man asks you, what role is the father playing in his life, he wants to ensure, one, that you are mature enough to handle the future situation that he may be in. He might be wanting to have a baby with you. He might be wanting to see, cause no, seriously, Lex, no, don't even do that, because he wants to see how you handle your current situations. And if you can't handle that responsibility of, number one, what you've already created in your life, then he's going to be really cautious about how he handles you and his involvement in your children's life. Because, hey, if you don't care about your involvement of your children's father in your life, then, hey, how much are you going to care about his involvement in your life anyway? You got to dot those I's and cross the T's, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's about.
Okay, hold on. I got to stop there because no, I don't feel like, because it goes back to the whole you got to get your ducks in order kind of line, because
Yes.
I'm not forcing nobody to be a father to my child that don't want to be. That goes for his actual biological father or anybody who comes in the picture. So no, I feel like it's different. A lot of men ask that question, especially younger men in our generation, ask that question because they feel as though if the dad's not in the picture, you're more vulnerable. That's the problem. They're looking for vulnerability, not because they want to see how they can play in your life and future this and no, they're looking for
All
vulnerability. If
men
they're
not like
if
that. All men not like that. I gotta stop
uh,
there.
That's what I'm
uh,
saying, Don. You got to be careful who you're dating. Like, you have to be
Mm-hmm.
careful.
Well,
You're letting those people in. You're
What's that
letting the
saying? You got to see
people
somebody in four
in.
seasons. Ain't that's the a saying going around that you need to see somebody in a four season?
In
mm,
4 seasons. That's right. 1 year.
let
okay,
me
so what does that have to do
let me
with?
stop.
I might say, but what does that have to do with with if the dad's in the picture or not? Because whether the dad's in the picture or not, and my child is getting taken care of, what does that matter?
So my question is, if a man were to ask me, now I've been in a relationship for quite some time, but I have, dated on and off. It's not been the most consistent thing in my life. I'll be honest about that. But, when I meet someone new and they ask, I can normally just throw it off and be like, you know how things are. I take care of home though. You don't have to go into a shell, is what I'm saying. Be
Mm,
proud of the single mother that you are. Take a pride in being a mom, and what I'm saying is, and require every man that talks to you respect you for being that first,
right.
and that's all I'm saying.
So I was trying to stop you guys. So after he asked that question, I gave him the question. I gave him an answer like, well, my daughter's like, has a mother, that's kept saying that. So then he was like, so then I finally was like, okay, yeah, her dad's not, necessarily there. So then, he hit me with the, oh, stepdaddy do. Oh, here I come. I'm her stepdad. And I was like, that was a turn off automatically.
Mhm. Yeah, because you don't know me.
Yeah, it was a turn off. I'm like, nope,
You don't know me.
yeah.
You might be like, I might toot and boot you. You don't know. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know my intentions. That's what I'm telling you. Like, we gotta take like that extra initiative. Like, yeah, you don't know. You don't know my plans for you, honey. You what? Stepdaddy do. No, you do back home, honey, and go on about your business. Okay, we don't need that over here. I'm good. If you have that attitude and mentality, you won't feel, discouraged at any moments of your life, and it can be hard, is what I'm saying. As a single mom dating, it's hard for all of us.
Yeah. So my next question is, how fast is too fast? I saw this post on, I believe it was Facebook, and it said a couple got married a month after knowing each other. So how fast is too fast? Especially when someone is like going to be in your child's life.
Okay, so I went full speed one time, and I tell you, I crashed, y'all. I'm not even joking. Like, I do not recommend it. I don't recommend going really fast, heading really, like, don't do it. Okay, you're gonna crash. You're gonna lose some things. You're gonna lose your mind. You might lose your spirituality on that little road. But I mean, there are people who can just do that or can just latch like that, like that's a unique love, you know what I mean? And it's not something that is that's like a miracle, kind of, like, to me. If it works out, we'd all have to see, but I think that it's, if you have kids, be very cautious. I think 1 month, I think, like Dom said, we should wait 4 seasons, because that's how long it took for me to know he was a nutcase. So, and I'm glad I got out. I really saved myself and my children from a lifetime full of hurt and pain. So, wait those 4 seasons, guys, and, make them wait. That's all I can say.
Um, see, Lexus know my story with my baby father. I met him in 7th grade, and this man basically catfished me. And so I'm just now finding out that everything he honestly told me about his background is all lies. So
No,
yeah, yeah.
that's all.
I met him in 7th grade. We went to school together and everything, but I never really met his family until after I had my child. Honestly, until a few months ago, and that's when I found out that everything he's told me has been just BS.
Oh,
Down to his family history and where his mama and daddy from. Like, my son's middle name was supposed to be his deceased grandfather name, and come to find out his dad never even met his father. And it's sad, but that's the story of him. So where did Damon go?
do you feel like you met him too? Like, do you feel like you gave him too many opportunities to be honest and he wasn't? Is that why you feel like he catfished you?
Of course, we lived together. Like, we lived together. We've had too many years of friendship for him not to be honest. And I get it. We all lied when we were younger, in our teen years. You know what I mean? We all lied at some point because we was going through stuff at home that we couldn't speak on. But as we are older now, you know, we sat down plenty of times and just conversated, and he fed me so many lies during these times, without me even insinuating the conversation, like, oh, remember you told me about this? No, he would sit and tell me these lies.
But I often wonder, like, and Dom, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, because I was raised by men. So, I mean, I was raised by a single dad. So I have a
Me too.
different perspective, like, than the average woman who grew up like we're raising our kids. So, I would say that a lot of men, when it comes to dating, they're really not as when they meet us, they're really like a bag of marshmallows. I mean, they just, they just love us, and I would have to say, they're really nervous a lot of the times and they want to impress us. And so, like, a lot of times they do things and say things that are not true. Like, babe, I caught a whole, like, a boat full of fish, and you'll never believe I dropped them off to all the homeless people on the way here. And I just grabbed you some Popeyes on the way home because I was thinking about, and it's the little things that they do to bring that type of, they want to make you feel safe and they want you to be confident in them. And I feel like if he's been with you since 7th grade, some of that lion had to do with pride. He took a lot of pride in himself. You could have been doing things for him that he couldn't do for himself. And so he felt that he couldn't be honest with you. Now, you have to let me know, Dom. Am I right? Am I barking at the right tree?
Yes,
Uh,
most majority of
mhm.
everything you said is correct.
uh,
Cause
not in my case though.
the girl always want the popular guy. They want the bad boy guy instead of a nice guy and all this types of other craziness that goes on.
We love the thrive of the bad guy. I mean,
Hmm.
and he tries so hard to be good. That's the thing about it. I think that's what catches us is that the bad guy tries so hard to be good, and it just ain't in him. It just ain't. It just ain't.
All right. And a quick question for you guys. Are you willing, Dom, you can answer these questions too. Are you willing to deal with like his baggage or her baggage, basically his baby mama drama? Are you willing to deal with it if you really like him?
Nope.
Nah. Nah.
Sorry.
If I got my ducks in order, you need to have yours. And if you
Yes,
don't,
honey.
we
I was
ain't
waiting for her
together.
to say it. I was waiting for her to say that, y'all. I was waiting for it. I was like, nope. That's why I was all calm with mine. I was like, nope, because she about to come through here. Yes, honey. No, make sure you get your
I
no, because I ain't nobody gonna fit. Listen, we is not beating cases in court. No, we're getting too old to be showing up to court with a public defender or pretender or any of that. It's time for that madness to stop. We gotta stop it.
I'm grown. I got my own child. Why am I going to jail over your children? Fighting your baby mom. No, we're not doing that.
Exactly. No.
I don't have no children, but I dealt with a lot of females with children
Mm-hmm.
before, and
Oh, you got a type,
they
huh?
they and
He
they was
let him
having
babies.
problems with their baby fathers and stuff, but that didn't affect our relationship and stuff like that. So,
So
it
as long
just
as a relationship, you fine with it.
yeah, like kids don't bother. Like when like people would say she got kids, I'm like okay, well okay, that's
Yeah,
I
we're,
expect to have
we're
I
talking about
expect to have some type of kids.
we're talking about
Yeah,
the
the
drama.
baggage. Yeah, like the drama with her baby father. Yeah, I dealt with that before too.
Listen, let me tell you something. My baby daddy, my children's father, because y'all know how he is about that. So my children's father, you know, he never gave me none of that. He did it more so when he was still in love with me. Like, and he wouldn't even admit that. He'd say to the whole world he hated my guts. But I knew otherwise because now I don't hear a peep from him and he's happy. He's not dragging my name. I'm not dragging his name. We're both at a place where we're like, if you find someone that makes you happy and works out for the kids, then good for you. So I think it's really about where you start at in the new relationship, where you are in the old relationship. It affects things.
But like, you guys can give all the advice you guys want. You give the best advice, but I feel like when it comes to my situation, nothing helps.
Listen, everybody is that way. Don't feel offended. Everybody is that way.
No. Mm. Let me give you
Yes.
let me give you a quick background of my situation.
Okay.
So before. So my daughter's father is not in her life. He does acknowledge her. even though, we got a DNA test. When he comes to see her, whenever he hit me up to see her, he makes it seem like it's about her. And then towards the end of the night, he's like, what time is she going to sleep? Or can I come see you later on tonight? And I'm just like, it's always that. And I'm like, people like, oh, just put him on child support. I'm not going into courts. That's not happening. So I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not forcing anybody to be in my child's life that's dead. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. So I'm like,
is it a safety issue? Like, do you feel unsafe? Is he cooling? Like, is he being cool? Like, are y'all being cool? Or like, because you got to know the temperature, because I could say the same thing about mine and he's like the calmest thing out there. But before, honey, I told you about the first run, that wasn't so pretty. It was
right.
very, very, very dangerous, So I'm asking, is it fear or is it do you still love him?
Oh.
It was never love.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Let me answer that for you. Let me answer that.
Dom, did you see that? Dom.
On a serious note.
That's why he mad, because she don't love him. But okay, let me go off mute.
Okay, he was a month.
I don't know. She smiled.
Because
no, you're blushing. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Don't lose that.
I'm trying to cut him without bashing him, but he's bipolar. He gotta be.
Yeah, most men are.
When
yes, y'all are, Dom. Don't do that.
Yeah. So the last time, okay, let's say 2 months ago was the last time he seen her. He gave me $200 or whatever, and he was like, this is for her. So we went to Walmart, bought some stuff. So then the next time he wanted to see me, he's like, oh, he wanted to come see me. I'm like, no, you wanted to. I was like, you should have seen your daughter this weekend, because he blew her off and he said, you want to come see me? And I'm like, no. So this man had the nerve to say, this not my daughter. I don't know why you're trying to pin her on me. I just was trying to help you out. Yeah. And then he calls me a month later and says, well, I was just saying that, I don't feel like that. I know she my daughter, but you're supposed to be my wife though. I don't delete text messages. let's just put that out there. I don't delete text messages. So yeah, he got something going on with him, but I can't help him. And I can't, put the baby through that inconsistency.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Why does it sound like that? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had a call come in. I'm so sorry. If I do have another one, I do have to take it because it will be important if they call back. But anyway, Lex, I have told you many times, and even just this broadcast, men are big marshmallows. They just want to impress. He dropped a back on you, girl, and then he said, you know what?
Wait, let me stop you. I'm so sorry. He has a baby mom that he's with.
Oh, girl, you. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's the first thing you're supposed to tell somebody for them to get all wound up on your behalf. You don't just forget that information. You don't just forget that. That's the first thing you say. I thought you just picked this man like a flower out of nowhere. No, girl. Yeah. Oh, my dear baby.
She doesn't know about the baby either.
Girl, it's time to pop up and show out and show up.
I don't even smoke cigarettes, but
no, you don't even need to. Okay, it's not even. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. Keep shining. Keep doing your own thing.
But all we do is say on this, men is not bipolar. What men are is we could be happy, but just how y'all could feel energy and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can also. That's like, even though it's a double standard, we make it a double standard, and it's not right. I'm saying I'm letting y'all know now it's not right. So I don't want y'all to be cussing me out enough. But just like say y'all got a boyfriend and y'all together, but he constantly cheat on you with different women.
Mm,
He just do it just to do it. He
mm.
have no feeling for that girl or those girls or whatever the case may be. But if y'all was to cheat, it's not the same just because when girls cheat, is more emotional attachment involved with it. And men could so numb to female, they could just be hitting them just to hit them, just because they stressed or something. Whatever reason they hitting them. It don't even gotta be stressed. It could just be
Who
if you
lied
tell
to
them,
you about that? Who lied to you about that? Cause what? Okay. Yeah, okay. Keep thinking that's why women cheat.
no, whatever the reason y'all cheat, I'm just saying y'all emotions are involved.
Let's all agree
Okay,
cheating is
keep
bad. Can we
saying
all
that.
agree cheating is bad?
Yes,
It
it
doesn't
is.
matter who does it, it's bad.
Agreed.
It hurts everybody.
Yeah. So now that we know cheating is bad, don't cheat, you guys. For our viewers,
Nobody cheat. Be good people. What is this? We want to be bad baby mamas, be resentful daddies. Come on, guys. We can do better than this. We got to show up and show out for other things, you know?
I I I listen. One of my aides, she when I was in nurse home, she used to tell me all types of stories and things like this. But her baby dad, like I don't know what I say. All the guys that she had a relationship with, she gave them a threesome basically with another girl. And I would tell her, I said, you do these crazy things to these men so they get so attached to you because, like, for real, she like one of us. She like a nigga. Like, she understands.
I mean, I don't know no man, no good man wants a woman that's all loose like that, just having threesomes.
No, with another female, not with
Either way, that's I don't see how that. I mean, a man that wants
no,
to marry me, I don't think I wouldn't want him to want me to touch nobody because I would want him to know I wouldn't want him to touch nobody, whether it's a woman or a man.
I understand that.
That's not
But
the most attractive thing that makes me be like, wow, you mean to tell me you had threesomes? Wow, that's great. No, what's your credit score, baby? What you doing with your life?
mm,
Hello.
yeah, but they love her though.
lust her. They don't love her. They lust her.
They lust her. Good job, Lex. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Let the girls know it's lust.
Hmm. Well, do you guys got? We can cut this short. You guys got any advice you want to give, really quick?
No, just live life. That's my headline. Live life, build futures. You know what I mean? Live your life, in the most positive fashion that you could do it. Don't let anything discourage you. If you feel discouraged, type in that at the top of the Facebook search engine at Single Parent Club. You could also type in at Live Life, Build Futures, and just send me a message, man, and I'll pick up the phone. I'll talk you through it. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, where you live, Maryland, Virginia, anywhere in the United States or abroad. Like if you feel down and out, give me a shout out and I got your back.
That is great. Dom, you want to close in?
Sorry, I'm on my way out. But
Yeah,
yeah.
we just closing.
All right. Well, you guys, it was good.
Well, I do got another question for London.
Uh-oh, I'm in the hot seat. Y'all always get me in the hot seat when I'm on here. I love it though. What's up, Dom? What's up?
What you expect your business to do in the next 5 years?
Hmm. I really don't know. That's such a great question. You know, because 5 years ago, I was not even thinking about being here. So I really don't know. Every night I go to sleep, I pray that God leads my business the way I'm supposed to lead it. And I'm that I don't lead any parents astray, that I talk to them with confidence, that I give them strength that they need, that I could be the true support that they're looking for, because this is a crazy world. So every day I just pray that I can help somebody, you know. And so if I get a building, great. If I get $1,000, great. If they send me a check for 1 million, great. I'll be able to help more people. But I wanted to be a genuine help, not just a Facebook tagline or a headline somewhere.
Yeah. We trying to give back through the Black Lion podcast. Me and like trying to reach all these black business owners and entrepreneurs.
Well, I told you we could collab the last time. I got the Lower Eastern Shore half.
Okay, you just gotta call us. Let us know whenever you want to do it.
All right, well, make a Facebook group with all of us, and then we'll just work together, guys. That's all it's about, communication.
What kind of candy we have?
I don't know what kind of candy we got.
All right.
See, look, they trying to get me for candy in here, y'all. You would think it's still Halloween. It's Christmas time, y'all. They ain't even sped up or nothing.
Oh.
With candy. With candy.
Still in them pagan holidays. Mm-mm.
Listen, no, we don't celebrate, but for some reason, someone always gives them a bag.
Mm-hmm.
In the family, somebody like my grandmother, who I can't tell her no. Right. I can't tell her no. She's not having that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't gotten it yet. Have you guys put up a Christmas tree yet?
It's going up as we speak.
I don't celebrate holidays.
Yay. I'm not really excited about it. I told you guys I'm bringing Christ back to Christmas on my single parent club page. And I'm telling you, like, the things that you would think Jesus's name was like, they sell WAP more than Jesus. I don't get it. I don't even understand what's going on in this world. All I'm asking is, what's the first book of the Bible? And you win $100, but everybody rather share Cardi B and all this other. I don't understand. They're not. You know what? I'm not
actually
even
learning the Bible right now. Like, I do Bible studies every Sunday. It's with a Jehovah Witness, but they actually teaching me the Bible. And I'm taking the information. I'm learning it. I might not remember the scriptures and names. Don't get me wrong, but I can pull some things out that I remember that stuck to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's all it's about. That's all I'm asking on there. Like, who is Jesus to you? And there's other questions on there, like, what's your favorite vacation place? But I mean, I just this time and generation that we're in is very dangerous. And I tell you why. Because if you do have any type of spiritual awakening in the last 5 years, you'll see how much things have really, truly changed in the industry, in the media, and the TV, music, everything around us is literally changing, and the rate that is going, I'm keeping my kids home. It doesn't matter if COVID exists. Spirits exist, and they're not going outside. Just kidding. But no, seriously, you guys got to.
Honestly, I wish I could afford to keep my child home. I really do.
Seriously.
Because these city daycares, oh my God. My son was born in North Carolina. So he was born in a small town that my family got nothing but roots in. So the daycare teachers literally was like family for me. They was some cousin from some side of the family. You know what I mean? So now moving to the city and doing city daycares, Jesus, the Lord has had to hold me back. Let me just say, because they out of pocket. They feel as though they have more rights than the parents. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, have you ever considered like starting your own daycare?
I have, but I don't have the funds nor the credit, nor let's just say I wasn't a good teen when my dad told me to take my credit seriously.
Well, there's always people here to help. One of the Bible verses in is very, there's like three of them actually out there. I had to think about which one. There's actually three. And if you ask, you shall receive, my dear, and you have the support team. So send me a little, message after we get done at London Rose on Facebook. And if you really truly want to start your own business or anything like that, like I'm definitely in support of that, in that process for you. Because I
Yeah, because
always
I want
want
to
to
start a
encourage.
daycare for parents who work like the late shift or the overnights. Because when I was looking for daycare services for like me working at, I'm gonna lock the door. Give me 1 second.
But I
Okay,
always
but
encourage,
I was when I was looking for working when I was going to do overnight shifts and stuff like the later shift. It was like you can't find anything, especially in cities. It seems like nobody has daycare.
not for that third shift. That third shift is hard, honey. And God bless the men and women who work that third shift because we're sleeping, y'all. And they're keeping the world going.
Yeah.
So if you if in any single parent that needs any type of guidance or just encouragement to start your own business, I'm all for that because it's nothing worse than feeling locked into doing something you don't want to do because you never give it your full potential, you never give it your full love, care, and kindness. You want to do something that reflects who you are and get paid for that. Like you and Dom, Lex, and Dom, you guys are great broadcasters. Keep going. You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go straight, but Dom, he be keeping. But we definitely will encourage you guys to check her out.
Yeah, and vice versa. We all just share the love. That's what we
Can you say
do.
your website one more time? Because I like the single parents part.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's at Single Parent Club on Facebook, and my name is
Okay.
London Rose.
London Rose at single parent.
Yep. It's right on the bottom of my headline. But yeah, I definitely I encourage others, and I have a group of moms who we every day we wake up. First thing in the morning we hear from each other is good morning. God is good. Honey, we are a prayer circle for each other.
Yeah.
We are encouraging each other to stay out the way, to make sure that we feed these babies and keep our patience throughout the day. We feed each other with positive energy and we share each other's things and we buy each other's things. And we're single moms. We're doing it for each other, with each other. So join the team, Aquila and Lex. Join the team.
I
I
did. It's the gold picture, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yep, I
That's
just
it.
found it.
That's me, baby.
Okay, well, thank you. I will definitely give it a look because it's definitely hard out here as a single parent, and it's stressful having your children 24/7 and no break unless you pay for it, and you
Yeah.
can't afford to pay for the break. So,
And then on top of that, you got to think since COVID, I've noticed a lot of moms reach into their natural hobbies. So I never knew some of my friends could crochet. I was like, girl, you know how to crochet? You know how to sew too? What? Girl, I didn't know you knew how. I thought you just knew how to play WAP. Girl, let me find out. Let me find out. You was old my mom in there. Pull that mom out and make some money, honey. Put that my mom right on out you and make some money.
Yep.
now I just thought you know how to wop.
Yes, I thought you just knew how to walk, girl. You can sew and knit and all that stuff. That's amazing. That is amazing. But I enjoyed this talk. This was fun, y'all.
We
Me
in
Yeah.
too.
It was fun.
Dom, wrap up.
Well, once again we thank y'all for joining and hope to do it soon again.
Hey, peace out, y'all.
Bye.
All right, y'all.